Get the card built for business like American Express.
Okay, guys, here's the drill. I want one micro, then I put one at 90. It came and filled me. All right, came up and filled me. All right, then put one at 600 and it came up, and then we got a drop. That's on the E-mini. On the micros, same setup. I take one at 90 and then one at 600, and it filled me. I'm down $72 here. YM, I short YM based on the setup. He was just tanking, so I took one. I'm taking these guys, the micros, into the 830 numbers, and I take the E-minis off. All right, as we get closer to 830. So the E-mini, one at 90 and then one at 600. But it's all over the place. I mean, it's just, NQ's really, really vicious this morning. I mean, crazy. Candles, 8 ticks, 4 ticks candles, right? It's hard. So you got a profit in NQ, you have to take it. As it come back and take all your money. Okay. As we get closer to 830, you're gonna get really crazy. Right? You got a jobs data coming out.
Short retracement setup.
Got trade international trade balance, right? So a whole handful of data, guys.
Short key retracement setup. Short key retracement setup. Short retracement setup.
This is YM supply zone here. All right. Look at the CPN. You could drop down these to these levels here before 830. If we don't get down here, we're going to take 2 off and keep 1 on. Okay. Limit my exposure into the numbers. I'm looking to see if we could break this swing here also.
Long
Come back, break
retracement
this swing here and
short
come low.
retracement. Short retracement setup.
Okay, guys. I'm looking for the drop here. I can scale out to my micros, am I right? The E-minis, I'm still there, still in it, still up 200 bucks. I know much more we're gonna get because this is not doing what I think it should be doing. All right, you got a break here to come low. I got some levels I would like him to come to, but that's not happening, all right? So, okay, so I'm looking for one more. As we get closer, I'm gonna take it off soon, all right, guys? I don't think they want to run it. They could run it up into the numbers and then take it down, all right? But maybe they take it off and come back here and I take them off, okay? Try to get past the prior swing here, but they make it, see? Just straight in. Thank yous on drugs today. Very, very whippy. I mean, crazy whippy. Getting candles, 80, 90 ticks this morning in our overnight session. Crazy. Take this swing. It's 7 minutes into the numbers. I think I'm gonna take off my E-mini. I don't think I'm brave enough to go into the numbers here, guys. So I think I'm gonna book the profit here and get the hell out, okay? I'll take one off first. We up 225. I'll take one off and keep one as long as possible. So we log in a little profit there and we see if how long we could stay in the last one, okay, guys?
Short key retracement setup.
6 minutes before the numbers, guys. Are we not breaking down here? I was thinking we may have flush, all right, but we're not breaking down. Okay. I'm out. 170 the second one, okay? I keep YM on. On this guy, I'm down 75 on 3. I'm gonna take one off. Okay. And I take another one off. No, take a $50, $60 loss. All right. I'm gonna, I might hold these two. I'll hold the 2 micros into the numbers. All right. So we take a loss, right? A small loss on one and have 2 remaining. Okay. We got one YM, I think, going into the numbers.
Rate forecast for 5.6%, prior read for 5.8%. The US average earnings year on year forecast for 3.6%, prior read for 2.0%. US international 0.59 billion. The Canadian building permits month on month forecast 0.2%. Prior read minus 0.5%.
Short.
Okay, guys, let me take a baseline here of what the yield is doing. The yield is selling up since last night into the numbers. We look to see what the European market is doing. All right. We look at the indices, see how they're holding up into the numbers. France is down, and these guys are holding up. All right. So that's where we are. So this thing is down toward the 4, 1-0 toward the 4, into the numbers. So we take a baseline, right? See why I got out of my trades? Look at this. The rallies right up into the numbers. All right. So we took a baseline, am I right? So see if the yield is doing again. It's down 33. And these guys are holding up. That's a baseline of the 10-year yield. So they're actually running them up into the numbers. Look. NQ moving up into the numbers. The micros are holding steady here. I think if this is, then I think we may get a reaction to the numbers. Maybe drop and then rally up, or rally up and then drop. You never know, right? So.
Long, short retracement setup.
2 minutes before the numbers, guys. Keep my hands on the close button here on NQ micros, okay? I think it shoot up like 100 ticks or down 100 ticks. The way this thing is working all night, it just keep rallying. Look at these. Look at these rally, guys, on the NASDAQ. Since 3:10 this morning, up most of the time. All right? Crazy move. I'm looking, I wish they could just flush it. Okay. Bad numbers, good for NASDAQ. Bad for Dow. Robust numbers, good for the Dow, bad for the NASDAQ. That's how I'm looking at it. All right.
Trend filter neutral.
Just my opinion, am I right?
Remaining. I'll be reading the US non-farm payrolls first, and then the rest.
If we get good numbers, then I think there could be more inflation fears. People pour back into value stocks and step away from growth and tech stocks. That's the playbook they've been using like every other day, am I right? So keep my hands on the close button here, guys. Here we go. Got a couple more seconds before the numbers. If I was brave, I would have an E-mini. But I may get an E-mini if we rally up. So. Bam, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that drop. Out of my micros. Oh, I lost 20 bucks. Look at those now. Look at that drop. 850K. Good numbers. Good numbers. Short the NASDAQ. Short in the NASDAQ. Short in the NASDAQ. Short in the NASDAQ.
US international trade minus 71.2 billion minus.
Short in the NASDAQ, guys. Short in the NASDAQ. One E-mini. One E-mini. Up to $150. Okay, guys. Short the NASDAQ. Here we go. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. See what happened there? Good for the Dow, bad for the NASDAQ. Wow. Employment rate 5.9.
Private payroll 662K.
International trade minus 71 billion. Less.
Major long signal.
Less than forecast. Average earnings 3.63. Unemployment 5.9. Non-farm payroll 850K. Forecast was 750.
In line with the forecast of 0.3%. Canadian building permits month over month as well.
So took that trade out, make a little cash, I'm done. Look at the Dow. I'm taking the Dow off. This is going to be in drought.
Order filled.
See the scenario? Good numbers, good for the Dow, bad for the NASDAQ, right? I got one NASDAQ sitting up there on micro, way up here. All right. If he come up, I'll take him again. Oh, you guys see the size of those that wick? Look at that. From here to here, guys. That's a big wick. Right? Look at this wick.
Upside movement on the S&P 500 as well.
All right.
Major long signal.
Numbers are great. So let me take a look at the yield. See how the yield react to the number. The yield haven't done squat. Still the same spot. Look. If this yield rally, we should have some pressure on the NASDAQ. But the yield is not rallying. But I still think after the digest the data, there should be some cause and effect. Am I right? Look here. These guys rally. Look. Think the U.S. Economy going to be recovering. So that's a good number, guys. Average hourly work week is down.
Filter bullish.
Manufacturing payroll is down. Labor force participation looking for 61.7. Came in at 61.6. Private payroll 66.2K versus 615K. Employment rate 5.9. Forecast was 5.6. Previous was 5.8. Average earnings month to month 3.3 is in line. Okay, that's it, guys. See how the market digests all these numbers. Look at the NASDAQ. The yield is not rallying up, and look what happened. I got Phil in that one, but I'm going to take him down. All right. I look for him to go in on overbought condition, and then I take him down again. So, well, that was a nice trade, guys. So I'll look for another trade at the open. Okay. I'll leave that micro on. So.